Okay, so now what we'll discuss is about so how what are the objects involved in a product rules and its objects. Yeah. Okay, so here we have some important objects. First object name is product rule. Then error condition object. And then we have something called product rule action. Okay. And then we have something called product configuration rule. And we have something called lookup queries. Okay, these are the 5 objects we are going to use in the product rule. Okay, so we'll discuss one by one. So what is product rule object? Okay, here we have some important fields called which type of rule this is. Okay, it is like a selection rule or validation alert. Okay, or where you want to use this product rule in the product level or code level scope. Okay, and when you want to fire this product rule, some important fields. Example, if you go here, CPQ, if you type here product rules, okay, click on new button. So this is an important object. Like what is the rule name type? We have decided we can choose which type of rule you want to create. Selection, validation, alert, filter, condition like all, any, custom. What is the meaning of all, any, custom is all is like a and condition. For example, we have 3 conditions here. Example, condition 1, 2, and 3. Okay. So if I'll give a product rule equal to all, means what? This is nothing but a 1 and 2 and 3. That is the meaning of if I'll give a condition equals to all here. Okay. If I'll give a any, it is nothing but a 1 or 2 or 3. Any one is true, your product rule will fire. If I'll give a custom, so here you have to give the custom like a 1 and 2 or 3. Like it is a mix and match combination, right? In this case, you can go for custom. So that we can choose the conditions, which condition you want to use. Should be active, okay, and message. So when we can use this message field is, so if your rule equals to validation or alert, in these 2 scenarios only, validation and alert, in these 2 scenarios only, we are going to use this message field. Okay, for selection and alert, sorry, for selection and filter, we're going to use one more object called action. Okay, so for validation and alert, we can use the message field. For selection and filter rules, we are going to use one more object called action. Okay, so these are all child objects for product rule object. This is a main object. These are all child objects. Okay, so that is like a, you can choose the all, anything, condition, type of rule. Okay, condition, which condition, message, order. What is order here? For example, I have a 5 product rules, like a product rule 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Which product rule I want to fire first, second, third, fourth, 5. Like this, you can give number here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So based on the number, so that rule will work first. And where you want to use this product rule, code level or product level, bundle product level. So you can choose. When you want to fire this product rule, evaluation event. So at the time of loading products, at the time of modifying products, at the time of saving products, at the time of anytime, like anything, either load, edit, save, always, you can choose the event. Okay. So this is a lookup query. information. It is completely different object we have to create and all those things. We'll discuss this one later. Okay. So these are the important fields in the product rule. Okay. Next one is what I told you, condition. So for example, you can get the condition. For example, I will give an example, region equals to US. So that condition, right? Or quantity is more than 10. Something like that you want to put conditions, we can give the conditions in this object. This is actions, I told you, right? For selection rules and filter rules, we can use this object. Which object? Product rule action object. Okay. And this is like in case if you are creating product rules in a bundle product, like IT professional pack, institute or something like program, like somewhere. So you can specify the bundle product name. In which bundle you want to use this product rule. For example, I will give a IT professional pack. Okay. Or you can give the feature name also in case for filter rules. Which feature you want to use this filter rules. Okay. This is lookup queries is nothing but a separate. We can get one more lookup object, separate object, and that data we can use in our product rules. Okay, that we can discuss in once the topic is concerned. Okay. So these are the important objects. Product rule is the main object. Under this, we have a child object called condition object, action object. In which bundle you want to use this product rule, IT professional pack or which bundle, and lookup queries. Okay. So these are the main important objects in our product rules. Okay. Now we'll take one scenario. For example, in the last class, we have created attribute, conversion attribute object. Okay, called the region, right? Yeah. If my requirement is I want to create a selection rules. Okay. Whenever I'm selecting the region equals to attribute value equals to US, so what I have to do is I want to select automatically US keyboard option. Okay. What action I want to do? Enable an action and select it. You can see both. I want to use this option, show and add. Okay, this one I want to do here. And I want to remove and hide for UK keyboard. So this is the option. Yeah. I want to hide a UK. Okay. I want to disable something. You can do anything. For example, here, what I want to disable, you can disable any option. Example, I want to disable paper. I want to disable A4 paper. So like this, you can perform many actions. Okay. So this is attribute object. Which object we have this attribute? Configuration attribute object. This attribute is there. Okay. Not only configuration attribute, you can use normal other product option based on the product option selection. Okay. You can include, do all this. Okay. So first we can create a product rule. So what I can give name is, I'll name selection rules demo, but don't use like this. But in your case, you can give like a region attribute selection rule, something like that. We should give the meaningful name, and naming convention is very important. But for understanding purpose, selection rules, just I'm giving this name. You can give different name, region selection rules, IT professional pack, region attribute selection rules, whatever you want. Okay. Type is equal to which one I have to choose? Selection. I'll choose a condition equals to all. All means all the conditions, 1 and 2 and 3, and okay. Any means 1 or 2 or 3 if you have more conditions. Okay. Should be active. The message is required for selection rules or not required?
Not required.
Not required. So when this is required?
For validation and alert.
Correct. For selection and filter rules, we will not use a message field. Okay. For this one, I'll give a number 10. Or you can give 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10, 20, 35. What is the sequence you want to give? You can give it. No problem. So this, it will identify which rule you want to fire first. Scope, you want to use in code level or product level. I want to use in my bundle product. I'm going to scope equals to product. And one more thing is very important thing is, so 90% of product rules will be mainly on a product object. Okay, very 10% of cases only we can go for product rules in the code level. Okay. And evaluation event, I want to use whenever the product is loading or saving, editing, I want to use this product rule. Just these are the some important things. Click on save. So whenever you want to create product rules, there are only mainly important objects, 4 important objects. You can just ignore this one lookup queries. These are the 4 important objects. Okay. First part is done now. What is the step 1 we have done? Created selection product rules. This part is done. Okay. Second one empty. So we should go for the condition. Step 2. Where we can go for step 2? What is the object we have to use? Condition object. So that I'll use a region equals to US. So go to this and click a related list. I told you, right? We have these are all child objects. Here you can see. So here you can give the condition. What is the condition you want to give? What is the condition you want to give?
Region is equal to US.
Region equals to US. This is the condition. Okay. So here you can click a new button. So where is that field? In which object we have this field, region field? Configuration attributes object. What is the field name? In this object, what is the field name? This is the field, region. Currently it is showing here.
Right.
Not showing or showing?
Not showing.
How we can add it? This is just pick list only. How we can add that one? So just we have to go to the object. Which object? What is the object name?
Error condition.
Go to that object. So CPQ is completely configuration, sir. Okay. If something is missing, what we have to do? We need to go and we need to add it. That's it. We should add all these things. We should add only. There is no coding, nothing. Something is you are using condition. If that condition field is not showing, what you have to do? You should go on that object. You should add because that is your condition.
Okay.
Understand?
Yeah.
Setup. So now, what is my condition? Configuration attribute field. Which field? Region equals to value US. This is my condition. Everything is there except a field. So I'll go to that object. Object name is what, sir? Error
field.
Condition. Object name is
error
condition.
Right.
This object field name is tested field. Right? What is the field name? Tested field. The complete CPQ is like this only. You should add all the whatever you are missing. Something is not there, you should add. New. Okay. What is the field value? Region. We should give API names, not label names always. Okay. What is the API name? Region. Click on save. Now this is there. Now if you go to your object, refresh the page now. So now once you refresh, now I can select your product rule. Object is configuration attribute object. It is not showing. Why it is not showing is, you can see there is something called field dependency. This is the controlling field. This is the dependent field. What is field dependency?
One field depend on the other field.
Just click on field dependencies in the same object. What is the controlling field? Tested object. What is the dependent field, sir? Tested field. What is the meaning of this controlling and dependent? So based on this field, it will display values here, right? Like the same like country and state. Based on the country, you can display the states. So click edit. So now where is that attribute object? Whenever I'm setting configuration attribute object, I want to show which value? I want to show the region also. Just select this, include values. So when this region I want to show, whenever my tested object equals to attribute, and then what I can show, sir? I can show the two values. What are those two? Already default unit price is there. What is the other one I'm using now? Region. I'm including region now. Controlling field, dependent field, everyone knows, right?
Yes.
Don't know.
Yes, sir.
Field dependency, madam. Parent, based on the country, how we can display states. Same way, based on this object. For example, if I'm selecting quote object, I want to show only quote fields. Why I need to show all the fields? Correct? So similarly, whenever I'm selecting attribute object, I want to show attribute related fields, not all the fields. That's why I am including for this controlling field, I'm showing this one, region. So whenever attribute region equals to value, not variable, value. Okay. What is the value? US.
US.
Click on save. So two things are done. What is the first one? Product rule is done. Condition also done. We have only one condition. If you want these multiple conditions also, you can use like a 1 and 2, 3 and something. But I don't want now. I'll go with only one condition. And step 3. What is step 3 I want to use? Action. What is the action? Product rule action I want to do. What are the action I want to do? What are the actions I want to do, sir?
Show on that.
Which one? Which option? Whenever I'm setting US, I want to show and select it. Which one? US.
US keyboard. Okay.
Remove hide. Which one? UK.
Okay.
Disable. Which one?
A4 paper.
You can do more actions. All these things you can do, but I don't want all those. Just we'll do all these things. No. Go to the again your rule, selection rules. Go to the related list. So you can see there is only one condition. Okay. Now here we have an action. What type of action? First one?
Show and add.
Show and add. Show and add. Which product?
US keyboard.
US keyboard. Okay. Click a save. We'll discuss all these things later. Just click a save on it. It will come under filter rules. Okay. And disable and remove, right? Remove and hide.
Remove and hide.
Okay. Hide and remove. Okay. Save 1 minute. Other one? Disable. So A4 paper. You can choose anyone. Just I'm giving this thing. Okay. Click. I'm doing 3 actions. So where I want to do all these things is in a IT professional pack bundle, right? So how we can identify like this rule should work for only IT professional package. So here there's something called configuration rule. So here you can just click a new button make it active, you should set the IT professional pack so that this will work for your IT professional pack bundle products. Okay, that's it. So 4 parts are done. Simple. If you want to create any Pro Tools, just we need to choose this one. Configuration rule. What is configuration rule? In which bundle you want to use this one? You need to use this one. Okay. So these 4 steps are done now, right? So now we can test this functionality now. Rule, condition, actions, in which bundle you want to use this product. Now we can go and to the quote object. We can test this rule is working or not. Okay. So I'll create a sample new quote now, dummy quote. So I have go to the products, edit lines. So I'm using US price book. Let us save. Add products. IT professional pack. Select. Okay. So now here you can choose the region equals to US. Anything is happening? When I'm setting region equal to US, anything is happening now?
No.
No. So if I click apply rules, okay, you can see now. If I click apply rules, what is happening now? US
US
keyboard
keyboard is
selected.
visible.
What
Yeah,
about
UK
UK keyboard?
it's
Correct,
missing.
It's missing. What about mouse?
It's been
Lock.
deactivated. No, you can choose it.
You can choose this. Disabled it. Okay, it is by default. It is
Yeah,
disabled.
A4 paper is disabled.
Yeah, A4 paper is where is A4 paper? Yeah, here this one. Right?
Right.
Click on apply rules once again. Too few options selected in printing. How many we need to set here printing? At least 2 is required. Huh? Okay. Apply rules. Okay. See, when I'm setting region equal to US, automatically US keyboard is selected. UK is hide. A4 paper is disabled. Okay. If you choose UK, just click apply rules. Anything is happening now?
Same setup. Okay.
Same setup. Okay. Previously, whatever the settings are there, same settings are there. Okay.
Yes.
So it is not removing that condition also here. So what you can do is, instead of clicking apply rules, okay, whenever I'm selecting values here, immediately I want to work on my rule should work immediately. Okay. So then what you can do is, this is okay, option constraints also we have something. We'll do one thing. First we'll go to the IT professional pack. We'll remove that option constraints because those are also doing same thing. Okay. I'll go to option bundle product. I'll remove this one. It is not required now because same thing we are doing now in the product rules. Okay. So what is my requirement is now, whatever the product rule is there. So I'm clicking apply rule button here every time. I don't want to click apply rule button. It should work automatically. If I select US, it should apply immediately. My rule should work immediately. So for that, what you have to do is just open your configuration attribute object. Region object, record. There is something called what? Apply immediately. What this will do is, whenever you do some changes in this attribute, that rules, whatever the rules are there in the background, product rule, whatever it may be, other rules, it will apply immediately. Otherwise, it will not, it will take so much time. We should click apply rules button and all those things. Okay, so now I'm enabling this one. Refresh the page now. Now, if you observe now, we'll go to IT professional path, select it. Now, if you see now, everything is selected right now. If I'll now select US, immediately rule is applying now. We no need to wait, right? Automatically, US keyboard is selected, UK is hidden, A4 paper is disabled. All those things you can see. Understand?
Yes.
Now you can save. Just it will navigate to the web page and you can do it whatever you want. Too few options selected in the printing. How many we need to select here? 2.
Two.
Just click a save and it will navigate to the your code. So this is called selection rules. Based on the one option selection, you can do other options like include, enable, show, add, disable, remove, hide. All these things you can perform. Okay. Now we are doing this rule based on the attribute, right, sir? This is based on the attribute. You can use the selection rules based on the product object also, or for example, we have something called product option object. Is one more object is a child object, right? For example, whenever I'm setting product option, example, you can take anything. Product option, whenever I'm selecting wireless router. Otherwise, you already have something called car, right? Or institute, some packages there, right? Okay. For example, whenever I'm selecting Salesforce or Java course, automatically what I have to do is, this is your condition. What is the condition? Product option Java course equal to which one, sir? Java course equals to Java. Then what you have to do is, you should select automatically other product option called Java project option. You should select automatically. Okay. Salesforce project, you have to disable something called .NET, something other option is there, right? That one you can, just for testing purpose, you can hide and remove whatever it may be. Understand? But the difference between the previous rule and this rule is just object is changing. Here object is which one?
Attribute.
Configuration attribute object. In that object there is a field called region. If that value equal to US, this action will do. But in this case, what is the object you are choosing now?
Option codes.
Product option. Object name is what? Product option. A product option is nothing but what? Child object in the bundle level. Yes or no?
Yes.
So here what you can do is, in your same product rule, here instead of in the condition, what you have to do is, in the condition level, what I did now, what I'm selecting? Configuration attribute object. Correct?
Yes.
In the assignment, what you have to do? Choose the product option object. Product option object, which field? You can add the product code. In the product
Create.
option, there is something called code is there. How you can identify? Like you selected, how you can identify you selected Java course? Java product, how you can identify? Either with the product name or product code. Correct? Yes or no?
Right.
You
Yes.
should take the field. Maybe you can take the product option field name enti. You can take product code. This is also you can take or name, but most of the case will use the code. Why? Code will be unique, right? You can take a field product option. In the product option of it, there is a field called, what is the field name? Product code equals to, what is the product code you are given? For example, I have given code equals to Java. This is my product code, right? This is your condition. Then these are the actions you have to do. Understand what I'm saying?
Yes.
This is in which object?
Product option. No.
Product option. This is what we did now. This is in which object? configuration attribute object. That is the difference. The remaining steps are same. Okay, remaining all the steps are same. Just attribute main object is changing. That's it. Okay.
Okay.
So that is the one example. Just 1 minute.